Hey guys, Marcy Ellison here with eXp Realty, and if this is your first time on our channel, welcome. My husband and I work hand in hand with our team, helping people navigate Boise and its surrounding Treasure Valley's real estate market. We post videos every single week that range from neighborhood tours to pros and cons to what's happening in our local real estate market to jog blogs around neighborhoods. We really cover it all. So if you're interested to know what it's really like living in Idaho, and yeah, it also helps to encourage us to keep putting together these videos, please hit that little red subscribe button and then click the bell so you'll receive notifications every time we post a new video. Okay, so we just received our most recent market report. And in this video, I'm going to break down both what the numbers are showing us and telling us and what we are seeing and experiencing here on the ground in Boise's hopping real estate market. And just a heads up, we are seeing and hearing a lot of misinformation out there. So sit back and I will break down the real up-to-date numbers for you. So by the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of really what's happening in our local housing market. First up, let's hone in just on Ada County. So Ada County includes Boise, Eagle, Meridian, Kuna, and Star. So as you can see in this infographic, which details all of the single family homes sold across Ada County, so that includes both pre-existing resale homes and newly constructed homes, the median sales price, and this is compared to the same month 1 year ago, went up by 14.4%, which is of course significant. So for those out there saying that, well, we're seeing home prices go down, sorry to break it to you, but that's really not the case. But then another interesting thing to note, overall, fewer homes are selling than they were 1 year ago. Home sales are down by 14.2%, while interestingly, those that are selling at a faster clip, which you can see in the days on market section. So this shows us how long it's taking on average for homes to go under contract. So this means that even with fewer homes selling, they're selling at higher prices and they're selling faster than they were a year ago. And then last, and this is really important for you to note, let's talk about inventory. So with inventory, I mean the total number of homes available on the market. This is up from 1 year ago, and this of course is a good thing, but it is still overall incredibly low in relation to the demand we are seeing. So while there are more homes on the market than there were 1 year ago, demand has undeniably heated up and is significantly stronger than it was 1 year ago. If you're now wondering why demand is so high and or who it is that is flocking to the potato state, which, well, actually it's the gem state, but I digress.
Potato.
If you're wondering who is moving to and buying in Idaho, even amidst the rates that we're seeing, well, Idaho is currently undeniably a top relocation state for, and this is exactly how so many of them identify themselves when we have that very first exploratory call with them. They call themselves political refugees. So knowing that alone, you can probably guess which states we are receiving the most phone calls from.
I know the answer to this question.
Yep, California, Washington, Oregon are all among the top. And yep, it's largely due to political reasons. But of course, those are not the only states we're receiving calls from. There are also people moving here from Florida, Arizona, Texas, and Colorado, just to name a few. And we've actually recently had a couple calls from people eyeballing Idaho from the New England area. But by and large, it seems that most New Englanders who are looking to relocate are headed to Florida or to South or North Carolina. But I digress. Let's get back to the numbers.
Stay focused.
Okay, so now let's look at the numbers for just newly constructed homes in Ada, so new builds. Here you can see that across Ada County, well, home builders compared to 1 year ago have increased their inventory by a significant 16.5%. And home prices are up, with the median sales price now sitting just under $568K. And they are selling at a much faster clip than they were 1 year ago at this same time. That all said, interestingly, fewer overall have sold, with new build sales down by just over 20%. So if you have heard that our local builders are freaking out and dropping prices left and right, which I have heard and been asked about several times over the past month or so, well, that's really not the case. While we have seen some builders drop prices, one of which is actually the biggest builder in the state of Idaho, CBH, which, well, being the biggest producer in the state, their widespread price drops could certainly be contributing to the rumor that all builders are dropping prices. But again, that's really not what we're seeing with all builders and or across all developments and areas. While some builders builders, especially those mass producers at more entry-level price points such as CBH, have dropped prices and are currently offering some pretty significant incentives, we really aren't seeing much of that with our mid to upper priced home builders. For example, unlike 1 year ago, Boise Hunter Homes, which is the main developer and builder up in the incredibly popular and highly sought after Dry Creek community, well, they aren't offering any incentives right now. Additionally, BHH won't accept contingent offers, and they've had several price increases over the past several months. We were actually in the middle of negotiation with one of our awesome clients up there when we received word that not only had the home plans gone up by $17K, but so had the lot premiums. So yeah, that jump of $34,000 was pretty significant, but we of course managed to negotiate our way out of paying that increased price for our clients because we're cool like that. But anyhow, just know that if you have your heart set on new construction, whether or not there will be concessions to take advantage of for you, will come down to your price point and to the builder and the community that you select. If you want to know about any of the new developments in our booming area, give us a call or shoot us a text or post a comment below. We'd be happy to fill you in. And or if there is anything we don't currently know off the top of our heads, because yeah, there are a lot of builders and a lot of new developments popping up, well, my team and I, and really, well, just especially me because I'm a nerd like that, we truly love nothing more than digging in and just learning everything we need to know for our clients. And we sure would love to do the same for you. Okay, so now let's turn and look at just resale, so pre-existing home sales. And if you are currently an Ada County homeowner, these numbers should interest you. The median sales price for resale homes is up by just over 15%, and homes are selling at a faster clip, but fewer overall are selling. Resale home sales are down by just under 10%. And well, we're seeing inventory tick upward here, which is of course great for potential home buyers, as it means that they have more options to choose from. For potential sellers, though, these numbers are also promising because, well, who doesn't want to sell their home for as much as they can? And with home prices up, that's beneficial to many who are considering selling. So now, if you're curious to see exactly what we're seeing price-wise, and specifically down to the city-to-city level, let's dive into that. First, to wrap your head around this one, there are two numbers I want you to consider: list price and then the agreed-upon sales price, i.e. what the home actually sells for. Here you can see all the cities that make up the Treasure Valley and both what their current average sales price is and their average list price. These numbers are for the past month, so the last 31 days up to today. Looking at these metrics together can be interesting as it can give you a general idea of whether homes are typically selling at their list price or if perhaps they are going above or below it. So back during the boom we saw back in 2020 through early 2022 when bidding wars were commonplace, most all of these cities had list prices that were below and sometimes significantly below their final sales price. But as of right now, as you can see, well, right now our market just isn't nearly as, what should I call it, exciting or maybe more like terrifying or stressful, just depending on your personality. Just straight out right now, we aren't seeing too many bidding wars, which is of course a relief for many of our buyers. That all said, are we still seeing multiple offers on homes? Yes, and that is especially true with homes at the lower price points. But that frenzied bidding war cycle we saw back during the pandemic, really, it just isn't commonplace right now, which is certainly nice for the majority of buyers. Right now, most homes are selling for right around or even slightly below their list price. Now, that's not to say that every home is going for under its asking price, not even close. Some homes are absolutely still going for above list price. It varies case by case, but this is important to understand and to see because it illustrates that there really isn't a huge discrepancy between the two. So in general, if homes are priced correctly, they are selling for right around their list price. And we really aren't seeing many bidding wars, with the only exception really being with homes at lower price points, and that is especially true for turnkey homes that require little to no additional work. In those cases, yeah, the best of the best seem to be hopping off the market within several days to a week. And now the elephant in the room. Let's wrap things up by talking about mortgage rates. While housing demand has undeniably buoyed, well, with mortgage rates where they're at, many prospective home buyers, especially entry-level first-time home buyers, continue to be priced out of our market. That said, across the board, our labor market remains strong, with our national unemployment rate remaining below 4% for the 26th consecutive month, which is apparently the longest streak since the 1960s. And of course, here in Idaho, our current unemployment rate is even lower than the national average and is currently right at 3.3% because, yeah, Idaho is amazing.
Idaho potatoes?
That all said, I really do want you to know, and I just want to be honest with you about this, the vast majority of our current home buyers that are action ready and ready to go are cash buyers, which I know for some of you out there, especially those hopeful first-time home buyers, isn't exactly what you want to hear. But well, that's what we're seeing in our office. Now, of course, that is not to say we don't have any clients purchasing through financing. We certainly do. It just seems that right now, anyhow, those buyers are having just a bit of a harder time due to rates. And then, of course, for so many would-be home sellers, the thought of trading their current historically low rate that they're locked into for one that is double and sometimes triple, that's a hard pill to swallow. So that is, of course, effectively keeping our inventory of housing incredibly low, and then certainly lower than the incredible demand we are seeing from people migrating here from other states. Poor California. Just saying. We are currently getting calls just about every single day from people who were born and raised in California. This morning, we actually connected with a wonderful new client who's a third-generation Californian and never imagined that they would be leaving. But now they just can't take it anymore and are coming to Idaho to start their new life sight unseen. And while we love helping people do just that, and if you're in that situation or one similar, please jot down our number so we can help you too. Well, it is just sad that California is where it's at, and yeah, but enough of that. To wrap up this video, if you're a potential home buyer or home seller, my husband Andy and our highly professional, low pressure and proven team are here and ready to help. The only way to truly know what's best for your unique situation is to start right there with your unique situation and goals. Please give us a call or shoot us a text or an email. We would be happy to help. And as always, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button so we can stay in touch. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.